He dropped an easy mark. Petrocelli, good looking ball. Cripps, now she loves to get back on his left. No to the tackle, and well done. Arms the intercept. Little sideways ball here finds the opportunity with Jordan. Originally was out of the side in emergency. The late change with Tom McDonald being out. He was the replacement. Shepherd now. Handball back inside here to Nelson. And Nelson out of trouble very nicely to Redden.
Sends Vardy wide. Now the long ball in. Almost at the front, Petrocelli. Rivers. Salem. And now Gorn can steady things down, although Gorn might have quite got to him. He's got lots of time anyway. Little dribbler's not great. And a bit of body heat applied by McGovern.
I think Max is wanting to bite off a bit too much with everything he does at the moment. Just do the basics.
You probably want your open handballing, don't you, BT, more than kicking the ball, but we just saw a great example of Melbourne with numbers back, and West Coast's going to have an extra player around the ball, as you see right here. You don't leave a spare and leave it behind the ball.
West Coast, Dom Shee, West Coast free kick.
Played by the umpire. Not in control of that pass. This is okay. She, beautiful to Petrocelli.
Let's go, Petrocelli. You can hit these. You're probably gonna pass it though. Yep.
Shocking kick, Petrocelli. Jordan over did on the end. Now Harms is under Petrocelli pressure. Got the little handball away. Melbourne been living dangerously here. They really are. Kelly, conditions wet and slimy. Gee, how's that not in the back for Kelly? Interesting non-decision. Jackson clear with a handball and Melbourne now in the hands of Brown. Kelly was the only player actually with intent to win the ball there. Two players tried to bump him before he got near the ball.
Jackson, the long target. Brilliant player.
When they've been able to isolate one-on-one matchups, Richo, they've looked pretty strong, haven't they, Melbourne? When they've blasted, obviously it's suited West Coast, but one-on-one contests, they look good.
They've taken two contested marks inside their 50 now. Ben Brown took one before, and that one there to Luke Jackson.
Local boy. 4 goals last week. Eastern Fremantle, I should say, in Waffle Friday, being a high draft pick for the Demons.
Johnny P was good. West Coast Eagles all day, every day, man.
McGovern very good in the air.
It's been a fine for the Demons, Jackson, no doubt about it. He's filled a hole and made their team better this year. Rivers. Just gained 29 for Trent Rivers. I just want to get this in deep. Goody before the game, wanted deep entries. This one a little bit lower, a couple there, then long, little gimme kick, and it's dribbled.
Come on, bro. Bro, if we let this shit get our hand early, bro, we in trouble already. McGovern here, you need to contracts next season if they don't have them. I don't know about McGovern. McGovern's just too slow, bro.
The wind maybe just grabbed hold of that ball and it just missed. Every player misread it in the air.
Think about yeah, hey, around Steve's out of town right now. One of his close friends is having like marriage dinner, proposal dinner. I don't know. He's about to get married and he's doing a lot of stuff with his family. So Steve's flew out there, so he's gonna be back. Matter of fact, he's gonna be back later today. Shit, it's early as fuck for me. You know, it's like 6:30 a.m. for me right now. Right, see, I agree. He's smart. He does. And McGovern, I even have him winning most one-on-one situations. But if the ball gets away from him or the ball gets on the ground, he's almost useless. A lot of the younger players can just run around him now. So, as great as McGovern is or was, I wouldn't bet my future on him. He's already getting up there in age too.
A little lethargic and
So it,
They're not a good
I don't think McGovern keeping McGovern is a good move.
at the moment. West Coast, and in these conditions, it makes it extremely difficult. Take a very good kick here from Charlie Spargo.
I already know how we play in these fucking wet games, so
It's gonna not get there, and that makes it pretty easy for the tall defenders. They're behind.
so this rain is going to have an impact on the game. For sure, you can see that kick didn't carry a long way. Riveted. McGovern. And they combine again, and this time Riveted says, I want to bail out here and go as wide as I can. Lever's going to be the beneficiary of this. Telling everyone to get forward. Opens the face up a little more than he probably wanted to there. Jinxed him. Kick back, but Lever's going to come again. Go on the half volley. Couldn't quite make it work. Little handball there. And Darling happy to step out of bounds with it. Rely on the stoppage play here now. So maybe that, give that just a little bit more to come, JB.
Strong wind, so go as quick as it arrives, but some heavy money to go. To the front. Quite gonna go out, yes it does.
Fantastic rainfall in Western Australia this year.
we grab another fullback from another team.
Everywhere in the farming districts.
A fullback. If we wasn't playing Melbourne right now, I would say Stephen May. Even though he's not fast either, Stephen May just always seems to be in the right spot at the right time.
It's good if you're a farmer, but not if you're
Um,
a
I don't think our problem is the fullback. I think it's definitely the halfbacks, right? I would like somebody like Clayton Oliver on our team. I keep on saying Melbourne members, bro. I really respect Melbourne's defense, and that's why I think we're gonna have a real tough time this whole game just scoring on them.
Maxi going inches, they're going to get a workout, aren't they, if this game keeps continuing like it is?
Jackson and Barney, their respective changes when they need them to get a little bit of a bailout. But it's going to be tough.
I really would like an Adam Sod or a Powell Pepper on our team. I think we had somebody like that, just a real quick, aggressive person at the half-back position. I think that would make all the difference for us.
Tackle might have been a little high, but with it. Did his job there though, Ben Brown. He got it to ground, got it to the front. Melksham just slipped over in the back. 61% in forward half. Melbourne.
Big thumping ball inside 50, Benny Brown again. Snap off a step. Got two in the first term.
West Coast, please let's not get blown out again, bro. Not at home, bro. I know we got another home game next week, but come on, bro. You can't end the season this bad.
He's getting the benefit of it now. 2 goals. 3 marks, 6 possessions. BT might be sealing that final spell. It is interesting, return with Ben Brown. I reckon he's got a lot to play for and sealing that spot in this side and absolutely putting a mark on it, saying, I want to play in this.
Roxy, my thing is, West Coast is a really great team if everything's working in their favor.
So far tonight,
Like,
smart move.
if we had perfect conditions, the fans were there, we were at home, the wind was moving the best way. Like, it takes a perfect conditions for West Coast to play a perfect game. And we need to be able to just play throughout any conditions and on any field, bro. Like, the fact that we only get good wins at home, and now, as of this season, it looks like that's changing. It definitely needs to be some adjustments made.
The other side, gone. Tough night to take contested marks in the air. It's fisted. Might be Nelson actually. Goes inside 50. That's through the hands and
percentage in the conditions, isn't it? That's the sort of ball that's really difficult at the best of times, let alone when the ball's slippery and there's a lot going on around you.
Interesting with the boundary there. I see Zach Langdon, who is the sub for West Coast, warming up very early. Not sure if that's just to keep warm generally or whether there's something happening down there, X.
No, nothing happening, guys. Both subs are just doing a little run through at the moment. It is a little bit chilly, of course, but no injury to speak of.
Just keen to get out there. 3.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Melbourne have dominated so far.
High tackle, Eagles, arm around the neck.
Always a bit of a lucky dip, those ones. Yep, too high to tackle, and Nat Nui, the recipient. Times are ticking here in the first quarter. Nat Nui wanting to go long and high. Can anyone get on the end of this board? Kennedy through, maybe a little throw out to Kelly. Howie just kicks rid of the ball out of the danger zone.
Yeah, Roxy, I haven't lost hope in West Coast as a team, but I lost hope this season. I think this season we came in. Mind you, this is my first season watching AFL, watching footy. So I don't have the expertise or anything. But I do think a lot of our players that we relied on at the beginning of the season, we noticed that they're not going to be able to produce how they once did. Like, I think, especially early this season, I was expecting a lot from Josh Kennedy and Jack Darling. Nick Nack, even Shuey and Herm. I was expecting a lot from the experienced players we had, and I got that early in the season, but come halfway through the season, I would say around like week 12, 13, we kind of started focusing more on the younger players like Oscar Allen, Jermaine Jones got in there. I can't remember our young ruck, Bailey something. I can't remember his name. But we have a lot of good young core players. It's just going to take some time. I wouldn't be mad if we changed the coach. Hit Hannah Jinks. I heard some stuff where Simo was like he only wants private school players because they're less trouble, and I didn't like that statement at all. You know, you're a coach, you should be able to deal with any type of attitude. Don't limit yourself to private school players. You know what I'm saying? But that's just also you're realistic and non-individuals. Numbers that they make. Yeah, if we make the finals, I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. We played shit from, especially in the end of the year. We got blown out by the Dogs. We got beat by Essendon. And was it Sydney? 3 teams that like completely destroyed us this year. Well, Geelong destroyed us this year. 2 of those games was at home. King is good. Warren Darwin stays in the shadow. The younger ones are great. So you focus on the stamina.
Salem now, down to the last minute and a half of the quarter. Jackson's got the
Yeah.
against McGovern. He says, what for? Eddie Nichols was right there. Happy to go. A slow ball forward here.
I do think Adam Simo is close to those coaching talks or, you know, talks about needing a new coach. West Coast is definitely close on that verge. This loss might definitely push that narrative that we need a new coach.
we're speculating about here. The medical sub. Whose eye was it? Shannon earns the watch. 40 seconds until quarter time, so they'll give you.
Like, I felt so bad for Shannon Hearn last game. Your 300th game, the only player that ever played 300 games with this side, and y'all lose so bad to Collingwood, bro. Like, some of the losses this year were just unacceptable losses.
One thing when the ball's been a lot, I know we know time in forward half, but geez, the time on this side of the ground,
We really don't deserve the spot in the 8.
the whole game's been played.
And I'm surprised we got it.
Both sides of
Well, it's not locked in yet. I'm surprised we're so high in this list.
Petrarca. Arms all quick, in close, tight, fast, instinctive handballs. McGovern didn't control affairs, came back into the field of play, rather than to the outside. Now he makes amends here, McGovern. Had a good last 5 minutes, West Coast. Well and truly evened up the game. Not on the scoreboard, but in general play, they're holding their own now.
At this point, I'm just excited to see Willie Rioli play in our game against Brisbane. As long as nothing changes.
So Darling can think about it for about half a second. And that is quarter time. 14 boys. You can have a go at this. This has got to be 100 metres from home, surely not. That is quarter time, and Melbourne lead it by 14 points in the
Who you consider the pretenders, Hannah? Or Hannah? What's up, David? Still in it easy. Hey, Ron, I don't think we still in it easily. I'm about to look real quick. So, we're sitting at 40 points right now. If we win, we'll be good. If we get to 44 points, we'll be good for sure. Let's say we lose this game. We stay at 40. Boom. Next week, GWS wins. They get 42. And then 48. So imagine GWS wins their next 3 games. And what, 36, 40, 44. So any of these teams can pass us up, bro. 12 through 9, all those teams can pass us up, and our percentage has been shit. So if any one of these teams, Essendon, Richmond, St. Kilda, Freo, goes these next 3 games undefeated, and all we gotta do is take 1 loss, and they go undefeated, that knocks us out of the 8 because our percentage is not all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a for sure thing. It seems certain. We don't deserve it, bro. The way we've been playing, we don't deserve it. How's the weather in Georgia? Shit, right now it's nice. It's 6:45 a.m. The birds are chirping. The sun is just now coming up. But usually it's hot. This time of year it's hot as fuck. I think yesterday it got up to 90s. Well, 90s Fahrenheit. It was uncomfortably hot, to say the least. 14, man. You should wear them more. That's all you need. Yeah, and Aaron, we need one more win, but our next game is Freo, which is the one I think we can win, and after that is Brisbane. So I'm just not confident, bro. Do you think Eagles will make the finals if they lose this? I don't think so. I think we need to get one win here, and we definitely need to win against Frio next week. But the way we're playing right now, we don't deserve it. I don't think we're gonna make the 8. And if we do make the 8, we're getting knocked out embarrassingly in the first round. Like, just to save some embarrassment, I almost want us to not make the 8 because I do not want to get blown out in the finals. And I'm not even sure how the finals work, honestly. So, to my understanding, it's not the 1 versus the 8 team like we would do it in the NBA or something like that. Is it the number 1 team versus number 4 and 2 and 3, 5 and 8? Is it like that? Yeah.
When we see behind the ball, so he'll let that forward lead up at the ball carrier and take that mark, so he can be that spare behind the ball.
Right.
And watch him looking for threats. He's looking to his left, his right. Is he going to cut off a lead? What's he going to do? So this is really good play by Jake Lever, and make sure that West Coast can't go quickly. And it makes it hard for
Hey, Ryan, you say nothing's given this round, but
it's a really good kick for the goal.
you might get this game up, man. I got faith. It's West Coast Eagles all day, every day. Still, but we gotta play better than what we've been playing.
That's right. He needs to be made accountable, Jake Lever, so he plays on somebody. That's for sure.
Good stuff. Lever, back to you, JB.
Thank you, boys. Xavier Ellis to you.
Guys, West Coast might be playing a bit of funny buggers here. Shannon Hearn was in the back line huddle. Langdon was warming up, but there's certainly something going on there. Langdon went down to the rooms to change his boots. I reckon he's ready to go.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's got a hamstring, and I think Shannon Hearn has just been ruled out, in fact, so he is out, and the sub has been made. Shannon Hearn, I suspect, with a hamstring twinge or tightness there.
What a week and a bit for him.
Up to similar to what we saw with Jeremy Cameron perhaps a few weeks ago, just that uncertainty, whether it's tight or perhaps in a little nick.
So Zach Langdon into the game for the Eagles. Second term ready to go. Gone Matt Newey, so much fascination. Yo is a star of the game. Long and high. Darling taken out of it. Free kick. See the body check here. Rivers, I reckon. There it is.
She's an old lot in that is there from the modern day rules, that's for sure. You can use your body a little bit more. I don't think the one thing that's the ball, you just took him up. Yeah, but you're taking him out first.
Trent Rivers is point. He can't believe it.
Look, if in my opinion, if anybody's gonna be an underdog in the finals, is Sydney. I think Sydney has a legitimate chance of creeping their way up, making it to the premiership, or making it to the grand finals and actually winning. It just depends on how they play. Sydney is really all in their hand. They beat all the top teams already, so I think they can do it. It's just, can they do it, you know? 5 8 position teams play knockout games each week of finals. Any game they lose, the final is and they eliminated to the premiership. They are 4 games in a row. So, alright, so the 1, 2, 3, 4 teams, they get 2 chances. So do they all play each other and then the next round? But I don't know why this shit is so confusing to me. So the 5 through 8 teams eliminated after 1 game. So are all the games played at the same time? Like, so when we got round 23, is the next week after that the start of finals and all 8 teams play there? Or do just the top 4 teams play the first week or the bottom 4? Or how does that work? You know what I'm saying? If you don't mind explaining. If not, I don't mind waiting to see. What's up, Yum? It's not looking good, honestly, bro. Melbourne definitely has had control most of the game. I think we're getting opportunities that we're not capitalizing on. It's just so hard to get the ball away from Melbourne, honestly. And then we do shit like that. We kick it to space, but it can't grab the contested mark. And Brown been going off on us all game. So it's not looking good, honestly. When do 4 teams play each other? First week, the finals at same time as other finals.
Jumps at the footy like that, Ben Brown. There's not much you can do. That hangs in the air longer.
Okay, so all 8 teams play first round. So the first week, only 2 teams get eliminated. The winner of the bottom 2 games plays the losers of the top 4. And then the winners of that round get the bye. So is finals 4 weeks long? Gotcha.
Missed the call out the back door there. Now the step up the ground by Hutchings. Puts in the good spot for Sheed. Went Petty, went with the body as well. Tidy up here by Jordan and Petrarca. Now Salem.
I didn't realize how much value being the top 4 team held. Gotcha. I mean, I'm really excited for the finals. I want to see how much different the level of play is. Yeah, Tim, I could see that for sure. I really didn't know how much value those top 4 spots held.
Through the hands of May at the back. Langdon and
Hmm.
Langdon.
Who's in the 5 spot? I think Sydney, Port, and Brisbane might be fighting for that 5 spot. Why that 5 and 4 spot? That's something else I need to be paying attention to on the ladder. Nah, Sydney might be locked in at the 6th spot, especially since they lost this week.
He's starting to fire up now, McCullum. Last 2 plays, 2 intercept marks.
Supreme at that, we know. Darling thumps in. Kennedy in good shape. Just gets fisted away from him. Now Kelly. That's going to miss as well. They're really starting to press.
Intercept marks.
Tim Kelly, that was disappointing, bro.
That's not 15, that's got to be play on. Good call by the umpire. And trying to thread the needle there, Sparrow. And all of a sudden, lifting are the Eagles. Witherin gets the congratulations. So they lock it in their forward end here for a stoppage. Now Simpson will be a little more pleased with the way things are progressing here in this second quarter now. Go on the knockdown.
Tim, you got a favorite final series or grand finals?
Petrarca, the overlap. Bowie from centre wing. Good deep ball, quick ball to Brown. He was beaten pretty easily in the end. Fringe piling in there as well. Melcher was there. Pico waiting out.
Let's go. We put in a lot of effort, bro. I can see that we're playing like this. Our finals chances on the line. We're playing like it, but it's still not good enough yet. Everybody's not on the same page yet. Is what I'm seeing. And Tim Kelly missed the easy ass goal that he definitely should have made. That we needed that to put us back in this. What else won from 7th in 2016? That was a bit of a fairy tale season.
He seems to be the one that's taken that position.
Lining out.
I know Simon Goodwin loves his run and carry. That's probably one thing they've been missing throughout their back half of their ground. They've got a lot in their back half that's excellent, but one thing they don't have is the run.
Hey Steven, I guess YouTube just ain't looking for us yet, man. I'm glad I get to do this too. Y'all really help me understand the game. I enjoy watching it with y'all, for real.
Good penetration with it as well. Free kick is going.
West Coast Eagles all day, every day. I'm watching it in Georgia. East Coast, it's 7 in the morning over here.
They'll be happy to see him behind the football now. Allen. Get with some pressure, got the kick away. Jordan. Definitely working the Eagles' way right now. Had all of the play here. Melbourne just looking a little uneasy.
There hasn't been a lot of courage with the ball from either team today. Both very happy just to stay in straight lines and keep the game contested.
Salem doing exactly that, going down the line. Jackson, both hands on, couldn't reel it in the end. Attention for Shepherd, and not very comfortable.
Needing a COVID test.
Not very good feeling.
Through Redden's hands and found it again, and Yo taken over. Bit of pushing and shoving going on.
I'm glad he missed it, bro. He putting on a little too much pressure right now.
These ones when there's an opportunity to play on quickly and get the ball moving, because it just lets the other team, as in Melbourne here.
These are the worst type of score reviews, but I definitely feel like they're necessary. But I feel like they need to be able to make these decisions quicker. To me, that was obviously a mark. But West Coast doesn't play good when the game is slowed down either. We definitely are a team, more of a counterattack team. We'll catch you off balance and rush in for a score.
Charlie Spargo goes further afield. McGovern's starting to have a big impact on this game.
They've been getting back in numbers well. They went in the ground ball battle, Richo, this quarter. We spoke about how important it is for West Coast Eagles to match Melbourne in that area, and they're doing it really well.
And plus 10 in contested footy against the best contested footy teams. So some good stuff going here for the Eagles. Matt Nui, they've slowed it down to a crawl, haven't they? The Eagles taken all the pace out of the game, completely reduced all scoring.
That's what I'm saying. It did. That changed the whole pace of the game, bro.
Now they find a little bit of an alleyway through the middle. Kennedy bold, but still composed with a kick to go. Wants his left back in the middle. Not the best of kicks. High ball, level of goal ladder. Trying to go in low. If you're going into the Melbourne defensive area, Bowie, immediate kick out to Brown, and probably be happy with the boundary line here, Brown, and he is clearly.
The other stream we were talking about deliberate out of bounds, and I didn't like that shit. When bro just did that, I felt like that should have been our ball. So yeah, that deliberate out of bounds was some bullshit. I am all against taking deliberates out of the fucking game now, cause fuck him for that. Let's get a team to the get a ball to the other team.
Jackson, good hands. Floats in for the side. Bowie, just a little bit too much on him. Harms. Doesn't get much on that at all. Fritz has got to hold himself under the foot. He did so well, but then he's taken in a brilliant tackle.
Good stuff by Rick. He was so desperate for Fritz to get going. They don't mind his intent there to try and move it on quickly, just lacked a little bit of awareness. How big a good contested mark's going to be?
But and Aaron, was it just always
Just heading up and down, isn't it?
a throw in after that? I think it would be cool to see the other team get the ball. Just whoever the ball was out on last, just like, you know, in basketball or something like that.
Little ball over the top, and he finds Cripps. And Cripps will have a nice set shot directly in front. That's twice he's presented in in the first quarter from about 6 distance out.
Hey man, if you say so, I don't remember calling anybody weirdos, but if I did, hey, you probably deserved it, bro. The West Coast Eagles all day, every day, man.
Gonna crawl within a point. And
That's what we need right there.
that's got the journey.
That's what we need.
No problems at all. The Eagles have kicked 3 in a row, and they trail by a point. But Briggs has got his second. And they've been closing the clamp in the last 15 or 20 minutes, the Eagles. And working their way very nicely back into this game after being comprehensively outclassed early.
Well, Richard, you called it. How important is a mark going to be long down the line? So we get a contest, and the reason they're really important in this particular game because there's lots of space at the back of it. So if you get a mark right here, all the space is behind that contest because everyone's setting up around the ball, and you'll find that little easy mark, and you'll find space inside the 50.
3 in a row for the West Coast Eagles, starting to impose themselves in front of their home crowd.
I do remember that. Bro, there was some people in there saying some crazy shit, though. I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about, man. Yeah, cheers to the stream. I ain't drinking. It's 7 in the morning over here, but I'll take a hit to that. Let's go West Coast. Let's get that. Let's get another upset this week, bro. Let's go, bro. Lane to turn up, bro. Let's get in this game, bro. We can do this. West Coast Eagles all day. I'm gonna be down right there, bro. We still got this, bro. You just want to tie the game up, reset the game, get it back to 0, and now we gonna take off, bro.
Around the footy, really good by the Eagles. Rivers to Brown. Edwards, Oliver, Jackson, and finishing little touch here from Brayshaw's. Out of bounds, how will that be ruled? Insufficient intent to keep it inside the field of play. And that just came off the side of his boot.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Inches a few metres. That's a revitalised West Coast outfit. Out the back to Langdon. Can he keep
Let's go, bro.
He can run all the way. Goes a run from
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. These niggas don't want to win, bro. They don't want it. They just don't want it, bro. Oh my god. You had. Bro, you can't get demoralized, bro. You can't just let them do this, though. You can't just. Bro, I didn't know what the fuck was going on, bro. To be honest. I just know he was coming in here saying some shit. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. It was like 2 of them.
Gonna come back here, Melbourne got the numbers. If Lima can handle cleanly, he does. May, Brayshaw, risky kick, but nicely done. Finds Stewart. Had arms on short, wasn't quite in the balanced position to let go of the kick though. So now goes wide, that's magnificent kick to Brown on the leg, couldn't get down. Bit of a stumble there at the end. Just couldn't get the arms underneath it.
Good shit. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, bro.
Here go the West Coast Eagles.
Don't stop, bro.
And the noise
Do
was
not kick backwards. Go. Keep going, bro. Good shit.
good ball, Petrocelli.
Through the corridor, bro. You got numbers, bro.
Getting it here is
We'll take it. Good kick.
it's all going one way.
That's just his work rate.
This is the West Coast I need to see, bro.
Been made right up to the Eagles half back line, and then
What's good, Jammer? Welcome to the stream, man.
it's just superb, Josh Kennedy.
You know we gotta be in here, West Coast Eagles all day, every day.
They got one on the night.
Right.
Brilliant from the set shot, we know.
Good to hear them too.
To make it 4 in a row for the Eagles.
Let's no. Oh my God, bruh. They don't fucking want it, bruh. They do not fucking want it.
Exactly flush. So Melbourne, 3.5 minutes here.
What the fuck is going on, bruh?
Have been absolutely on and
This doesn't even make sense.
scored.
This isn't the same team from the beginning of the year, bruh.
Just the 2 goals kicked in the caught up. Salem sends it down the line. Jackson almost went for the handball. And now the little one over the top. So do they keep going? Jordan says no. So now to the corridor. Salem, who's got a bit more angle to work with, sets up an opportunity here at Rivers. Funny little kick. George Brayshaw with a footy though. Well done. Now Brayshaw's pretty good right foot as well. Goes for something deep in the pocket. A one-on-one with Brown and McGovern. Solid fist there. Gets the congratulations. And Brown was happy with the kick as well as he thanks his teammate.
Both teams switched the play in the last 2 plays there, Richo, so maybe it's drawing up a little bit. Maybe they're getting a little bit more confidence in the ball and can start shifting it from left to right a bit more.
Dangerous stoppage team inside 50 Melbourne. Jackson flicks it to Oliver. Brayshaw went looking for Petrarca, but Nielsen got in the way.
They've got back in number 12 West Coast. It's been a real improvement in their game. It's really hard for Melbourne to find anything inside their 50.
Nelson.
Have you seen the documentary of that? It was like on HBO Max. It's a really good documentary. A docu show. It's more of a show than a documentary, but it's whatever. Clayton Oliver's one of the best players. He's the most hustle player, I think, on Melbourne. He's definitely a key part of their play style, in my opinion.
Ball in the air. Kennedy able to stop any possible play on, so that's a good result for the Eagles. Now, Trent Rivers. Slow. Safety first.
You think Sam Mitchell gonna be good for the Hawks, yo?
Side there at
Jimmer
So minute
and A Run.
The Eagles kicked the only 2 goals in the quarter. They led it by 2 points, and Simon Goodwin a little concerned.
Well, I guess it's just A Ron now.
Normally in these heavier conditions, they cut the players a bit slack.
Some way, right?
None tonight. Yo, Kelly. Kennedy got a push. Surely, West. He dragged that back enough, no. At the full. Where's it going? Yeah. Hey, sir. Onto the line. Onto the line.
We haven't had an intercept mark from Lever or May in this quarter. And Darwin and Kennedy are just making them defend, making them play one-on-one, which is a good result.
Trent Rivers. High insert to Jackson. Was in for the footy. Belsham did really well. Goes for Brown. McGovern.
We could have been ahead, bro. We missed 3 easy goals that round. Well, that that quarter.
As the Demons at the moment sit on top of the AFL ladder with 2 games to go in the 2021 season. It's been a long time. 1964
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
set atop the AFL ladder.
You better give him a speech of a lifetime, because his job might depend on this one.
It's gone across to Perth in the wet and are playing a great game of football against the West Coast Eagles, who looked, in the colloquial terms, David King, like they had a fork stuck in them at one stage. They were cooked and gone. Jordy, we all thought they were gone, and then suddenly they found a bit of the old West Coast spirit. We've got a real game on our hands.
Well, we wondered whether, not about the how, but the...
Pickett is exciting. At the beginning of the year, Pickett was definitely one of the players I looked at a lot, just because it was hard to miss him. He's kind of fell off towards the end of the year, but he's still good for some exciting plays. Ben Brown good shit. He been having a hell of a game this game. Ben Brown is decent. I think he's pretty young though. I think he has a lot of room to grow. What's your grand final predictions? Who y'all think going? Who y'all think winning? Jordan Lewis to go right. Get KO'd badly. Nah, but if you're new to the stream, this is when we check out some things on the YouTube. So let me see. Jordan Lewis knocked out. Oh shit. God damn. Holy. Hold on, bro. God damn, bro. That shit's scary, bro. That shit is definitely scary. That's why you gotta respect all these players that be out here, bro. God damn. Dogs and Lions. I don't know. I don't think the Lions definitely have potential. Now that I have learned about this 1 through 4 advantage, I don't know. I definitely think Port isn't gonna make it. They've been folding against tough teams all year, so I don't think they're just gonna pull it out of their ass in the finals. So I can see Brisbane making it. But if it's anybody out the bottom, like 5 through 8, I can see making it is Sydney. And if GWS stays in there and GWS gets some of their players back, I can actually see GWS making a push. They've been a tough contender all year. I can see them making a push. Or Sydney, but I don't see Brisbane doing it. To sneak up for everyone. Came back. No concussion was there. This was a round full of upsets, bro. Like, I'm just hoping we can pull one off. I hope West Coast can follow the trend this week. That's all I'm hoping for, bro. It would be dope to see Sydney win. It would be. I think Sydney, for me as a new fan this year, Sydney would have my favorite story this year. Because coming into the season, watching other people's YouTube and podcasts about who they have predictions of winning, Sydney was not making the finals for anybody. So when I started watching this season, I was like, Sydney's gonna be ass. And then Sydney came out on like a 5 or 6 game win streak. Then they had Buddy Franklin, who was this player that everybody, he's probably one of the most known players. Like, I compare him to LeBron. And then they just had a lot of young players that I like a lot. Papley, Golden, shit, I even like Hickey. Shit, Hickey used to be on West Coast for a little bit, so yeah, Sydney would just have a nice story if they won. So I'm kind of rooting for Sydney, but they just gotta play great. Heaney too. Yeah, Isaac Heaney for sure. McDonald. We would think that's the one who makes 7th spot to me. Benji, I can see Essendon making it in. Look, the way I see it, if we lose this game, we're gonna fall out of the finals. Essendon and probably GWS are gonna make it into the finals. And I wouldn't be mad at that. It would save us some embarrassment. Buddy kicks 100 for home. Is this the one where everybody ran onto the field? I type it in and I see a whole crowd of people on the field. So, yep. first quarter too. Are they getting ready to try to stop him? I hope, bro. If Buddy kicks his 1,000th goal, bro, I hope everybody has the same energy, bro. I hope everybody's ready to go. That should be so dope. I wish I could make it out there this year, man. They're just like, fuck it, bro. Ain't no stopping that shit. Ain't no fucking stopping that shit. From everywhere, bro. Oh my god. I've never seen anything like this shit, bro. They just keep coming, bro. I don't even see Buddy anymore. Is he even in there? I hope this nigga had a way out, bro. Oh my god. I see him. They just protecting the other players. Good shit, buddy. Bro, they still coming, bro. He's just like, fuck it. I can't believe this is a real moment in sports history, bro. It's crazy that this is a professional game. Like, we get people running on the field in college games after the game is over. But I've never seen anything like this. Somebody in there with a Carlton flag, bro. Is Carlton even playing this game? This shit is crazy. This man got a Hawks room. Hey, Aaron, I'll be keen to see that room. If you don't mind. Just start the game for every 30 minutes. People started just kicking footies and talking. Oh man, I would love to be out there, man. I think might be the last room. Bruh, I hope it's the same energy. I just hope it's a crowd, bruh. Above anything else, I just hope it's a crowd when Buddy has a chance to kick his 1,000th goal. And if there is a crowd, I really kind of hope everybody runs on the field again. If it's going to be the last, possibly the last time it ever happens in a career, you know. Carlton, he needed 8 goals to reach 100. He kicks first half and then 76 cracks and double team to most of the game. Damn. Full Surgical procedures to be a recurring occurrence. Damn, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because Harry's the Coleman leader now. I think he's at like 70. And yeah, I don't see him even being capable of passing 100. Hopefully, yeah, man, I'll definitely go to check it out in person, man. Hey, you gonna be one of the first people we call when we get out there for sure. AA run. It's hard to double team. He is running game. And Clarkson, Clark would say, "You ain't gonna get no record-winning shit on my squad, bro. Record-breaking shit on me, bro." Everybody type down who is your worst footy team. Shit, I don't like Frio at all. Fuck Frio. All Victorian clubs. Clarko was ruthless. I wonder where he's gonna go. I wouldn't mind him coming to West Coast, honestly, bro. And I've heard that if he says he'll come, we'll make room for him. And I haven't been liking Simo's attitude lately, to be honest with you.
Since we first opened our doors in 71, fashions have come and gone, as have you, our wonderful crew.
I went to game in the 90s when Gary Albert senior kick 14 goals. I went in Paul Simon other hand kicked 10. That must have been the most craziest games. I couldn't imagine. I've only seen one player kick 10 goals this season, and that was Bruce. And that was against North when they were playing like ass. So I really don't even think Bruce is that good to kick that, you know, against anybody else. I couldn't imagine somebody kicking 14 and 10 and being at that game. I can't wait to make it to a game, bro. I'm so jealous. He said Clarko doesn't want to leave Victoria to coach. I wonder, I don't think he'll go to. So to me, Clarko is either going to go to the Magpies or Carlton. And maybe West Coast if we have deep enough pockets, bro. I think we need enough money. Damn, watch it. Gold Coast. And Gold Coast does need some fans. I was looking at the records. Gold Coast has the least amount of memberships. Clarko might be able to change that. not confident in this game.
With it to kick in. Both sides been really keen to play with the safety of the boundary line. Always not that far away. It's just gone up and down the line for a good portion of the night.
I could do so.
Any unnecessary risks?
Yeah, this off season, I'm definitely gonna look into some players. Probably do. I don't know. All season, I'm definitely gonna do some research about past AFL, just AFL history, footy history in general.
Huge stakes. West Coast Derby next week and then Brisbane to finish. Petrarca, Brayshaw. Into the middle, just gets it to Neil Bullock. Long ball now. Brown at the back. Gone. Casters are over. Yo with him. And with the rain tending, the ball goes out.
Yeah, with this rain, you expect there's going to be a bit more of the same, a bit more straight line play. We probably hope to see the ball switch a little bit more and show a bit more courage, but with this rain teeming as it is, I think it's going to stay nice and close for the rest of the quarter.
Throw-in doesn't quite get to Brown.
Yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, we might, since there's no games, me and STEEZ might just watch grand final lives every weekend. Shit, like regular games.
Spargo at the back. Ripped off it.
There is a lot of grand finals I want to check out.
With it. Spargo. That'll be a throw-in.
Melbourne has attacked that forward pocket a few times. Cujo from their slow plays inside 50, and they don't hit it directly on their head of the West Coast defenders.
Kennedy just pointing the outside of the knee there. Joyce, meniscus area. Rain teeming. Neil Bourne around the corner. Has he got it to bend enough? Yes, he has. What a great goal in these conditions.
I'm gonna start raining again, bro. This game.
Simpson will be bleeding now. In these conditions, as you say, BT, to give up a goal from a stoppage.
That rain is West Coast crime.
Real bonus for Melbourne. Great work, Neil Bullen. And it was just a good little period of pressure there. They just kept.
Is 89 the Geelong versus Hawks?
Goal.
Most of Melbourne's goals have probably come from momentary lapses, I think, from the West Coast defence. And here's another one. We saw a forward 50 stoppage 2 quarters ago. It was a lapse in concentration again. So they're just some little moments that's separating the game at the moment.
Yeah, that's definitely one I want to check out.
Developing on the bench, Josh Kennedy, who never really leaves the ground, straight off and getting some serious tests on his knee.
The Hawks three-peat.
Sheed. Arms. Loves the conditions like this. Vandenberg almost dumped it out of the hands of Redden. Well done with it. Back with the flight. Now it opens up on you for him.
Did y'all have Buddy for the first one or the first two?
Running forward. Just missed. Darling was actually open. Penny
He was in 06.
How's the umpire seeing this? Ball up.
Who was that against?
High tackle numbers with these conditions. Vandenberg. Yo's got him. Ball held in.
This is what we think happened to Kennedy. It might have been just before that. He was looking sore before he went into that contest. And carrying that leg. Driven forward was Lennon. Sorry, wrong way.
That's just what they needed to do. West Coast just repeat stoppages and build the pressure and eventually get a Melbourne mistake and a shot on goal.
So Redden now. Vandenberg waiting for the play on call. Gets it now. Redden lessens the angle and threads the knee.
Finally, good shit, bro. Good fucking kick. Beautiful kick, Mike. What's good? Teenage experiment.
Start of this quarter, one goal to each team. Both come out of stoppages and mistakes by the opposition, which given shots on goal. Which this game's going to be about that, isn't it, Richo? A lot of stoppages, a lot of ground level ball, and who's going to be better at sticking their tackles and who's going to be better at clearing the ball.
And the last goal of the half was probably a mistake from McGovern too, not taking it over the line. So just got to watch those mistakes. Goals so important here, low scoring.
Sublime finish from Redden. In these conditions, Oliver, Neil Bullen wants to give it off, and then he gets dealt with by Matt Newey. He's not happy with that. So I thought he had a good piece of him, and he's got a pretty good case. Inside 50, and Matt scored. Stands strong.
He probably needed to just get back and accept the decision there. There's his opponent, Max gone.
Now this is not always Max's forte. 7-8 from set shots this year. What's he got? Oh, no.
Hey, Ron, I wouldn't say it goes unnoticed. Hawks got a pretty big fan base, if I do say so myself. Time I ain't smoking on none right now, man.
Edwards, this is Luke. And 7 for him. Looks across the ground, says I won't go there in one kick. We're going to have to take a couple if we're going to get it across. Harry Edwards goes short. So this is the game that the Eagles love to play. Dangerous game to play in these conditions though. That's Nelson. Goes down the line looking to take a few metres. Varney went to handball. Petrarca had him wrapped up in a flash.
Xavier, what do you got with Big JK?
Yeah, JK, he's done a couple of run-throughs, not too enthusiastic. Gone down the bench, I think he's going to be okay, but he's gone down to the interchange now just to get a little bit of tape, I reckon.
Kelly gets it back, no. Broken up by Bowie. Brown's got to make the context of this. Good work from behind by Edwards.
I just think with some of those tackles now, the umpires need to blow the whistle a little bit quicker as well. You've got a guy like that, Newey, tackling a Neil Bullen. The whistle's not going. What's he meant to do? Just let go?
Tazzy. I heard Tazzy trying to get their own team.
A free kick going West Coast way. It's going to be Luke Edwards. West Coast free kick. To Cole.
They're looking for it now, aren't they, Richo? They're looking inside, they're looking for this uncontested mark. This is the way they want to play. Last couple of transitions, they'd hate to eventually kick it long, which is what they do now.
Front May, Hutchings. Wobbles it, but straight to leader. Seems just to instinctively know where to put himself.
Yeah, peep over his shoulder. Just before he marked that footing, to know Jordan was ready to go. So the instant play on was there for him. Bailey Fritsch has had a very, very quiet night tonight. Just the 3 touches of the footy. Difficult night.
Difficult night for his style of play, isn't it? The guy that likes to get on the lead and dart.
The Brisbane, that Brisbane era was pretty soon after Fitzroy moved there. If I'm not mistaken, Fitzroy moved to Brisbane in '96.
I don't think there are too many bad seats in this stadium, BT.
No, that's true.
It's an incredible place and the noise is deafening.
You're ever going to follow your team somewhere for a weekend to watch them and get over to Perth Stadium, magnificent. It is. It is. About 5 years' time. They just look like they've got a bit more padding, those ones.
Out of play.
Optus will be an old stadium by the time you can get over there, right?
So, a goal each in this third term. Heavy track. Vardy. Couldn't control it. Oliver a little dribbler. Kelly. Nelson. Nice to shove in the back. Rivers. Jackson. Shot down by Langdon.
Who was their best player at the time, Tim?
Into the man in front of him. And that's a free
Their best players.
I like the way West Coast have set up this game in the second part. As you can see at the top of the screen, there's no spare Melbourne player looking to drop off. It's going to be very hard for them.
Darling, pretty sure handball straight back to trouble, and are you happy to concede that over the line? So a goal apiece here in the third quarter, nothing in it. Tightly held, tightly fought. Kennedy can't get back out there. Vardy and Nick Nat are going to have to probably roll through that forward position a little bit more. Been up for 11 minutes now, Kennedy. So 11 minutes off the ground, on the right side for him. Free kick going West Coast way. The Crips will get on the end of it.
This is about the spot, almost identical.
Acromanus.
This one early.
Acromanus. Acromanus.
Set shots have been absolutely beautiful off the boot, both from 50, one at either end.
Black
There he is.
boss.
Probably almost the longest of all three by a metre or two. Just pulled out a little bit left, and I think it's straight through it from behind in the end. It has. So 5-6 to 6-5. And I wonder how this one's going to break open. If at all.
First row last year.
Knife's edge.
And Melbourne was 96.
Made.
Merger 97 season.
Straight down the middle is
13
interesting. What's he got in the air? Petrarca, always dangerous, ground level in these situations. Plays a nice tackle ball.
That's clearly the most aggressive thing we've seen the whole game, isn't it? The run in and kick the ball down the middle. So I'd like to see a bit more of it.
Goff has it held in. There'll be another ball up.
What was Michael Voss? A forward?
Langdon flicks it out to the path of Vandenberg. Petrarca. Great handball, Neil Bullen. Options everywhere. Jordan.
He's having a good quarter, Neil Bullen, finding space. Slipping in here, getting forward of that contest. Langdon with it, and sorry, they've got sucked in him and Neil Bullen.
Jordan brought into the game with Tom McDonald's omission. This is
Midfielder.
an important kick. Opportunities are going to be hard to come by.
Good shit. Glad you asked, bro. Glad you fucking asked.
Going to the contest, he was never going to impact it. This man, Neil Bullen, knew that and got forward. You just got to make the correct decision there. With it, searching for the sanctuary and safety of the white ball.
Nate Matthews was a coach.
Help from Nick Nat. Kick over the top of Kelly. They just caught Pickett coming onto the ground there. Rather sneaking a few yards.
Where did the rest of Fitzroy's players go? Did they just kind of get broken up amongst other teams? I'm sure they had more than 8 players.
see. Falling short on the boundary, or they went too far back, one or the other. Harms, Petrarca, Jackson. So Melbourne rushing the ball forward. There's Melcham. Nice sliding effort, immediately plays on the Harms. He can skip this off the ground. He's looking for a slider, and he's got it.
Come on, bro. Oh yeah, I'll be right back.
And Harms finding a little bit of space there. And gives them just a little buffer of 12 points here at the moment. A good save from Luke Jackson. Beautiful bit of rough work there. Follows it up. Harms as well was involved. He keeps running. That is just a great goal from a stoppage there on the wing. Jackson's got to stand up on that Newey.
Be a daunting task, Gwinnett. I mean, he's from there. He probably loved watching Nick Nat as a kid and idolised him.
It's a whole new ball game when you've got to compete with one of the great ruckmen in the modern era. Rivers, always fleet of foot is Langdon, long for Melcham, couldn't hang on, broken up by Allen.
Remember early in the year, about the first 6 rounds, Langdon and Melbourne was doing a lot of that connection from half-back to wing and half-forward, wasn't he? He was often that player in between the passengers. Not so much recently.
And very rarely he leaves the ground, BT.
Yes.
His gut running ability is quite extraordinary. Gone, gets around a couple, wobbles it forward. Lots of Eagles in the area. Shepherd just missed with the handball. Pickett. Little goose step, he'll get it back. Bowie into the pocket, Jackson.
Some sort of athlete, this guy.
So it's Cozzy Pickett. I mean, the prep work from Pickett, early stages to dodge and evade, and not only dodge and evade, look at the big man. What's he gone? And then this guy here, Cozzy Pickett, look at that. Dancing and weaving. Brilliant.
Tough kick.
Jackson.
Louis pushing across his right shoulder, even though he's got good protection to the stand. It's got to come back. And it's not going to.
Just to get a little bit of cut on the footy there. That's a little bit of many years of understanding how the ball works in the air. She almost run down by Pickett, who's able to slide the tackle, and that's very wide. Petty was looking for that transfer, risky, wasn't it? Bowie did well. Now May, penetrating left, he can kick it low and long and hard and get it there quick. A lot of whistles going on here at the moment, I'm not sure what's going on. So it's a 50-metre penalty. It's a late hit on May. Looks like it might have been Cripps. Can't quite see who it is. Would be unusual for Cripps in that position.
I really feel bad for any like Fitzroy fans, bro. That must suck to have your team just fall apart like that.
With a big set shot, a lot of distance to cover. Journey's not a problem. Gee, hit that well. Just misses left. DeBreeze clearly
Pickett has that.
I mean, that ball just kept going off the boot there from Rivers.
I agree with you. Jaron Pickett does have an X factor. It's just not developed all the way yet.
It's not a great ball. Kicks out for Trucker. Jackson in the hole. Jackson almost. Now Rivers, another goal. Fanned into the hands of Melcham. How did that happen? With three defenders around him. Jake Melcham.
He's such a great competitor. This guy always gives a contest. Plays undersized most weeks.
Gotta take your chances. Jake Melcham bends it through. Brilliant.
God damn. What a kick. What a fucking
So
kick.
well done by Jake Melcham in the completion of the kick, JB. Took his time. He asked the umpire, where's the mark, where's the line. Then the next thing going through his head was the process of
Blind fish. I'm not gonna lie.
then thought about how he'd execute that. He's a
Are you a Brisbane fan now? Raylet? Fitzroy Gorillas. Gorillas.
Exceptional 19-point legs, 3 goal to 1. And the process in which Melcham was able to think his way through that is very professionally done. The Eagles.
That's so big.
I mean, there were 3 players there. They should have been able to kill that ball. Oliver to Harms. Here come the Demons. Just got a little bit of mojo back
You think
here now.
Fitzroy would ever get a new team? Do y'all think the league is still going to expand more? I know Tasmania is trying to get their own team. How big would you want the league to get? Or do you think 18 is just enough and just right?
Used to be the 3 goals this quarter. The Neil Bullen goal from a stoppage deep, stoppage goal from the wing, and then that one there, just some lapses have cost them. Jackson, Oliver, Salem, through traffic, Kelly, Oliver again, crashed in, made it hard for everyone. The little soccer off the ground that's going to come back here for the Eagles into the middle of the ground.
Cats fan, I can respect it.
Goes sideways with it.
Gaff. Hard leading Darling. His next kick always the issue against Melbourne. He bites off the short one.
Oh my god. I'm gonna look up the Gorillas theme song at some point. Fitzroy Gorillas just sound hilarious. Brisbane used to be the Bears.
Floats it to half forward.
Yeah, I did know that Brisbane used to be the Bears. Oh, Fitzroy Gorillas.
Neil Bullen, thumping handball.
Fitzroy full of hipsters. Do we ever ask about the teams right now? Easily too much. You think, where would those 2 teams come from? Could y'all see Tasmania having 2 teams? Or Tasmania having a team and there's another territory without a team or a state without a team? Is there, or I might be wrong?
Taking of Neil Bullen to the ground, but now we got Bailey Fritsch. Let's go through. It's 25 points. That's a big spread in this game.
Just got to put this up there and let the wind do a bit of work.
Damn, the whole comp.
Quite going to work. And behind, Xavier Ellis to you.
Josh Kennedy, after 23 minutes, is just jogging along the boundary line as we speak from the rooms, doing some cuts. Looks like he's going to have another go, but he was off for 23 minutes.
Acting. What?
Well, there he is. The big fella. It's a long
I don't know what ACT is. ACT.
looks like he's committed to coming back, though.
Actress was like watching the.
Very, very wise. Leader funnels it over the line. Reduce the Bombers fans.
So like the capital of Australia.
And the Dockers fans will all be barracking for the Demons tonight. If the Eagles win this, they'll go 2 wins ahead of those 4 teams and make it so much harder for them.
Northern Territory.
So at the moment, positioned nicely for those teams, fans and players.
Concentrate the time to less teams, and as a result, should have a better quality of play and efficiency. Hey, Ron, I definitely see your point. Do you think it's too many teams already? Or you just said concentrating to less teams? I guess I'm asking, do you think the talent is kind of watered down? Do you think the gap between the pros and the twos isn't big enough? So it's only big enough to support one team. That's understandable. Small territory, federal, problem, and not no shows. Makes sense. Australia capital territory. I got it. Act is Australia capital territory. Cool. Tasmania has a problem. No rivalry between North and South Tas. Come the fuck on, bro. Shit like that shouldn't be allowed, bro. The talent pool is growing. There's only so much great talent, I guess.
That's where they've done most of their work tonight. 12 inside 50s this quarter, 5 goals, 5 Melbourne. 10 scoring shots from their 12 inside 50s. As the conditions get drier and better, Melbourne starting to move. Eagles need to do something immediately. It's out to 32 points now. Now Salem's going to get over this. Waiting for it to bounce correctly. Brayshaw handball back inside. Nice trap. In the end it was by Sparrow. Kelly, Slick, Sheed and Kelly combine again. Around the corner, good ball. Sheed, West, just a little comfortable with his marking opportunity there. And let it slip. Sparrow, Oliver with a little up and ender. Beautifully taken off his toes by Neil Bullock. Turns around, goes as long as he can. Big trap, and it was well done by Harry Edwards. Sheed, Slick low.
State games. I would be keen to see state games. I would hate to team up with Frio, but I would like to see state games. That would be cool. I like an all-star. Something like an all-star weekend would be nice. I know y'all had there was like a game like that after the fires and everything, but why isn't something like that yearly?
Jordan's got to go. No time to settle. Had to hoik it around the corner. Here they go again. Jackson's in good position. Allen, fourth man up, did very well. Sparrow just got rid of it. Picked up by Melcham. Magnificent smother. Having another go.
Come the fuck on. Thank you, bro. We cannot let them score again if we want any chance.
Allow Adam Simpson to reset.
32 points now. The percentage was an issue coming in. Already below the teams chasing and Essendon.
Frio's ass.
Giants.
On ball, it's Weaver with his hands in the air, but unable to take it. 5 gone to run, third term here for the Demons.
Lost 2% more so far tonight.
As he always is, Simon Goodwin. Ground level. That Newey hands to it. Yo. So strong through the hips. Kelly's been great. Redden. Good ball for Hutchings. They've got 10 seconds. But I think that's not going to be enough. Vaughan. Vandenberg. Siren's going to sound. That is a big, big third term for Melbourne. 4 in a row to finish it. They lead by 32 points at three-quarter time.
I just think state games would be good for the sport. I mean, I like it. I feel like Victoria definitely has the advantage just because they're close. They've been playing together, but I think it's just good for the sport for all the star players to play a game together. It doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be play your hardest, but definitely try to do some cool shit, you know, just like an all-star game in the NBA. Just try to show off a little bit. So I can see that. I can definitely understand players needing a break. I mean, this season's already longer than the NFL season, and I definitely think this is more taxing on the body than the NFL. So I can see not wanting to play an extra game, but as a fan, I would like to see all the top players on one field playing against each other every once in a while, you know. Even if it's just like a preseason shit, just kind of kick around shit, I would like to see that. Boy, Charles will be on the same team.
As have you, our wonderful crew. You've been part of every road trip and every Aussie childhood. From the moment you first put on the uniform, you brought passion, perseverance, and a fair bit of patience. So as we celebrate 50 years of McDonald's in Australia, we want to say thanks to all our crew, past and present. You made us matters.
All right, Jeremy, appreciate you stopping by, man. Yeah. I can, like I said, I can understand it not coming back just because so many risks of injury. And ego is going to come into play. Nobody wants to lose, like you said. So, it, and it would just be all for nothing if my best player got hurt, during a state game. A game that does nothing for the team.
I'm dying to find out. Are you
It will definitely just be something for the fans.
this farmer found a wife?
But I understand.
Well, that was a big quarter for the Demons. They kicked 5 goals to West Coast 1. They've stretched the lead out now and got it out to 32 points. Very, very impressive indeed. Oliver's had plenty of the footy as he has all year. Petrarca's been good and James Harm's been lively as well. Let's get downstairs. So Xavier is down there.
Yeah, thanks, BT. West Coast fans have breathed a big sigh of relief. Josh Kennedy spent over 20 minutes down in the rooms that quarter. 34-year-old out of contract. Any serious knee injury would have been a disaster. So he's out there, he's in the huddle, and he will take part this last quarter.
Just on Kennedy, you talk about the knee injury and that. Lever and Rich, I'm just wondering what you think the future holds for the big fella going forward. Has he got another year or so in him or not?
Well, it's also a little bit of what you're going to do with Oscar Allen. We've watched him tonight. He's played a number of roles over the last month. Now he's playing in defence. He doesn't look very comfortable back there. Sometimes a little bit like, I'd like to see Oscar
We really need to get Oscar Allen in the forward position too. We need somebody in the back, but I would definitely feel like we're wasting his talent when he's on the back line.
Legacy player there at West Coast, so I think it'll be up to him if he wants to play again next year. I think he'll be there. Really? Yeah. I've heard Adam Simpson, they call him legacy player.
What's our world team equals?
Saying that and watching what actually happens behind closed doors.
Aubrey Wodonga?
I know, so
Big task ahead of the Eagles here.
Regular season origin is huge, so I wish I had.
Yo, out of the middle. Just thump a long one. And May just reads it so beautifully coming in
So,
to Salem. And now Harms. They gave up a hell of a lot to get Lever and May Leper, but they've built a game around them.
Oh, they have, and to be honest, West Coast have done a good job limiting their influence tonight. Jakey Lever's only had the 1 mark, so they've done that part of the game all right.
Hutchins walked into the Jackson tackle, no prior. Follow.
been inside the top
waggle, waggle.
in the competition to show that consistency, be there all year. 12 players that play every game in this team prior to tonight. Most of any club in the league, so great consistency there for their players as well. Of course, they're all trying to break the lock.
That's what I'm saying, Tim. Just every once in a while,
57 years.
just to show off, because footy isn't known enough around the world
Petrarca,
at all, in my opinion.
Oliver and Petrarca. Through traffic, threading that handball. Harms now to the lead is beautiful to Fritz, but that in-close work in that stoppage was just mind-boggling.
That's their strength area. I mean, both these teams are really strong and big boys inside the contest, but whoever's been able to break away from the clearance has always got a good advantage over the game today. And Clayton Oliver again, he's been the standout this season. Along with
It's Bunga out the game,
terrific finish.
out for the game.
Fritz, a chance to kick his
I'm not sure.
Two-metre kick. There is the result. Great to see fans into the footy at Optus Stadium tonight. 35,000 was the capped amount. And we hope that's going to get bigger and bigger over the next few weeks.
McGovern belts a long one. Easy pickings for Lever. Penny for the thoughts of Adam Simpson, premiership coach. They'll have to do everything right from here to see September action. They've got the Derby next week and then a head up to Brisbane. Never easy against the Lions up there.
One thing about Adam Simpson, he's one of the smartest coaches in the game. He's a great realist as well. He very much knows where his boys are at and where they need to improve.
Yo, Salem, Jordan, Oliver, wobbles it. Neil Bullen's had a good day. Holding.
They have improved in areas they needed to. They just haven't been able to quite sustain it with Melbourne.
Neil Bullen,
Very tough though. There was some good signs there of different style. They're able to adjust.
into the pocket again. It's beyond all but Spargo, and then Jordan can bounce it. Langdon, Gaff, Fritsch on the left. No one home. They can raffle this. In fact, it gets past all of them. Petrarca misses with the handball. Shepherd kicks smothered.
And Tim, it doesn't even have to be like a game, even just like an abilities challenge. You know, and like in basketball, there's a 3-point contest. There's a dribble skills challenge. There's a dunk contest. You know, what if we have players that are just really good kicks, line up around the 50, you know, just showcase skills more so than play a game. You don't have to
Inspirational from the skipper.
be in a game to show off abilities and skill in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Arms. Now Brayshaw can
Can you give me a ho yeah? Ho yeah! Ho yeah! Alright.
Paul McGovern best placed.
Eagles, I think, need to go back to the drill to make some tough decisions.
Quickly transitioning down the other end and starts
Tim, yeah, I think so. I think we got a lot of old players that we're holding on to.
Adam Simpson.
I think we're about to go on to a rebuild for sure. We need to. If we want any chance of winning, we need to sit down and be realistic. Most of our players are getting old. We got a good young core, but it's not enough to compete in the future.
Gifted a shot on goal from an out of bounds on the field. That's not going to work.
Like, what are we going to do once Nick next is gone? Because that's how we score a majority of our goals. Nick Nack has a good hit out to advantage, and we just run off that. That's what we've been doing all year. So once Nick Nack's gone, our offense is basically done. Because other than that, we get trapped in our defensive 50 all the time.
Trying to keep it live. You look at West Coast tonight and see how they're playing and know what's happened over the last month.
Lightning. There's going to be some lightning, so we're going to stop.
Okay, so
There's lightning.
You know, we spring along this kick comp on the grand final.
now this must have come through the umpires' mics from the weather report, because otherwise, how would they know?
They're going to have to stop them. The players have got to exit the ground, surely.
Yep.
There's lightning in the area.
This is really bad news,
Yeah, it might be West Coast's best chance here. There was one little crack of lightning and some thunder, and before you knew it, the AFL officials were quickly onto the field, held hold to the game, and the players now are being asked to huddle up. into the rooms right now.
Is the game being stopped because of lightning right now?
It's also going to require a certain amount of time to warm up, get going again, and by that time, I reckon most of the supporters might be out the gate.
33 points, so they're a long way back in the game, but incredible, really.
So what would happen now?
Match suspended due to lightning.
Now if they are unable to resume within a certain period, because if this can't go on indefinitely, I mean,
Wow.
a 10-minute rest, yes, you go, okay, they can do that, but if this was to go on for the next half an hour to an hour, I would say there's some doubt on whether the game would get underway again.
That's what you're talking about, BT. The crowd is starting to exit.
There's some good.
This is strange. Even a player got wow in the middle of a game.
This is very, very weird. There's no doubting it's the right thing to do.
Do the crowd have to exit as well out of the game?
It's a good question because they're all in danger too, aren't they?
Oh, last one that
We've
is.
got, I'm going to make these numbers up a little bit. Rich, you were 250 games throughout it. How many?
280.
280 left.
Yeah, it is disappointing
BT, 150 to say you.
that
We're about a 700
Nick Nat didn't
between the three of you. Has this
get to get
happened in your time?
that.
Rich really played the game.
It's disappointing that Nick Nat didn't get that win with him,
The game wasn't held up.
and because of that, I don't know if he's gonna get one at all.
Not like this. Just contacting AFL officials now to give us a ruling on what can and can't happen from this point in time on. So as soon as we know that, we will get back to you. I'm surprised you're not prepared to know this already, JP, because it's happened a lot of footy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
700 plus games for the three of you, and there would have been lightning, strikes in games you all.
Well, guys, you seen it here first on STEEZ TheDon AFL Live. Match suspended due to lightning.
Back with more after this.
Well, there it is. It's amazing scenes at Optus Stadium. So I told you at half-time I couldn't have a grand final. They've stopped them for lightning. That's unbelievable. This season's got everything, hasn't it? It is unbelievable. Now, we're going through, it was introduced only on the 10th of January 2007, the lightning rules, and I was reading from section 1.2 states compliance with the recommendations.
Someone might have needed this though. He needs to tell West Coast something.
Damage or injury occurring, i.e., it doesn't need to hit somebody. It just needs to be within 10 kilometres of the ground for it to be stopped. It can be stopped for up to 1 hour. So it can be a late night in this last bit to go in this last quarter.
So after the hour has finished, does one side get awarded the points?
I'm just working through that at the moment. I'm trying to find the relevant.
Yeah, it'll be a late night for Matthew Pavlich on weekend end.
Yeah, it will be. Just talk amongst yourself.
So if you didn't hear, apparently lightning was within 10 kilometers of the ground,
JLT game over in the West.
and because of that, the game could be suspended for up to an hour.
Practice ground. So they came back out within the 20-minute time slot and were able to continue the game. It's a safe option, isn't it? I mean, if there's anything like that in the vicinity of the grounds, it's best to get everyone off the ground and make sure that everyone's safe, including the crowd.
See, what's the best result?
The wait is a minimum of 30 minutes after the last sighting of lightning or sound of thunder. This figure is based on the observation that the typical storm moves at about 40 kilometres an hour. Thus, waiting 30 minutes allows the thunderstorm to be about 20 kilometres away, minimising the likelihood of nearby lightning strike. Note 60 minutes is the maximum delay time. So
I tell you what, if
60 minutes.
I'm Melbourne, and if this is to be given the 4 points to them, I'm cool for this to be done now. You don't want to send your players back out after they've cooled down. They've got bigger fish to fry in the next month or so coming. I'm not warming up Max Gawn again.
Yeah.
At his size, and putting him through another warm up to
Hey,
prepare for
nah.
what he's going to be.
The game should not be called.
Last 15 minutes of football.
Yeah,
Dude,
from a
we can make a comeback, bro. West Coast Eagles all day, every day.
Warm up, I need to do this. They'll have a certain amount of time to warm up to get back for it. There's risk in anything that you do, I suppose. So, I mean, just take yourself into. We've just got to go out there and win the game. Yes, we're in a good position. We need to go out there and perform. If we need to warm up and get back out there and play, that's what we do.
I was just looking at that, but, so if you're offered the
choice. If you're offered the choice of not fronting again, it's but West Coast Eagles at this stage, I think they're not done. Yeah, I think they would with the injuries that are mounting up there. I think it's conceded, but you know we go back to times where don't forget, remember at Waverley where the Essendon and St Kilda game was stopped out there because the lights went out, and that game they came back and played the last quarter of the game on the Tuesday night. So it's an interesting situation, and of course the significance of this with Melbourne going to the top of the ladder as we speak on the live ladder, and West Coast Eagles. We might actually have a look at the live ladder so we
Turn this right back on.
and just have a look at it because West Coast.
They completed the game a few days later. Damn.
And Melbourne going top of the ladder makes it significant as well. So let's have a look there, as you can see. So Melbourne on top of the ladder. Put the goggles on so I can see this properly at the moment. But 62 points, and they're two points clear of Western Bulldogs and Geelong and Port Adelaide. So that race for the four is now pretty much right. But you want to
Was it a regular season game or shit? I hope it wasn't a finals game.
they're discussing what happens, whether or not crowds will be the determinant on where the finals are being played or ladder position. There's no hard and fast position at the moment, but there is a discussion, and I might just throw it open for you guys as we speak here. Would you prefer to see, for example, let's have a look as the ladders, put it back up if you could. There it is. Let's say it is, so Melbourne would play Port Adelaide. Let's say Western Bulldogs and Geelong for argument's sake at the moment. Would you
Yeah, I'm not tripping either. It's 8:30 a.m. over here, so I still got my whole day ahead of me.
100%. Yeah, and I think speaking to a lot of the players, they're of the opinion that wherever they can play with a crowd, they would much rather do that than at a home venue or a venue without any crowd whatsoever.
Let's go to Matthew Pavlich because at halftime we went to
I'd rather play with it where the crowd would is too.
And it is beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. It's perfect conditions at the moment. It's absolutely pristine.
People can
Yeah, look, really interesting conditions. I think we did a game actually pre-season. It might have been last year when Essendon and West Coast, there was lightning around as one of those sort of big summer storms that comes through. But it's a bit of an eerie feeling at the moment. Lots of people just standing around. A couple of West Coast fans actually leaving. So I was heading back down to the concourse area, but yeah, obviously the safety first for the players, making sure that there's no, and officials of course, no risk to the people out there risking head and skin. But yeah, look, strange set of circumstances. But I tell you right now, you wouldn't think there's too much going on given the fact.
I'm gonna go for Collingwood. We ain't fans right now either, man. Sophia. Collingwood beat our ass last week for no reason, bro. Like, that game shouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, look, it wasn't. I mean, we've all been in thunderstorms before where you really feel that lightning and thunder sort of really present. It wasn't like that. You can certainly sense it was around the area, but not as severe as just being sort of right.
No problem, Sophia.
Where we are here at Optus Stadium.
I enjoy having people to watch the game with.
The officials have done here, but yeah, I expect this to pass pretty quickly. Now, I said that last time about the weather, and I thought I was wrong.
My mail coming through says the line of storms coming, so I don't know, I might go with my mail.
Was the last time you said let's use Tassie as an option rather than Perth because of the weather?
Exactly. Let's go to John Ralph to get a complete ruling on where things are at the moment. Ralph, we believe it's 30 minutes at least, maybe 60 minutes between the last strike of the lightning and hopefully the storm passing. What else you got for us?
That's right, Ed. So if this game cannot proceed, the Demons will get the 4 points. Hallelujah. We don't have to stay tomorrow and replay this game again. So under the AFL rules, they state that if the game is unable to recommence and the halftime interval has been reached, the scores, and I quote here, of the team shall be deemed to be the final scores of the match. Melbourne's out in the red eye, so clearly these players are going back out there. But again, if this was called off before the halftime siren, they have to replay it. But it looks at this stage, Matthew Pavlich dependent, that they will be able to recommence this game and get underway, and the Demons will be able to get out of their flight back into Melbourne.
All right, looks like the game is back on.
You think that if it's line goes through now, Melbourne given the points and everyone goes home.
Yeah, that's right.
And how long have we got to wait before a decision's called? 20 minutes.
20 minutes to get the word that there's a warm-up going on now, Ed.
Hey, Ron, man. Appreciate you coming out as usual, man.
After half time, but that's when the game will be given to the Melbourne Football Club. But again, it looks like that storm has passed us by. Remember, of course, that last year for the grand final, there were thunderstorms.
No, they didn't call the game. They're saying if
So the AFL clarified
the game.
they are absolutely aware of them. Didn't then use it for the grand final. They've had to now. It was an AFLW game that was postponed in 2018 as well. So they're all over those rules, even if it's taken us a little while to get to them. And look, at least at this stage, it seems like we'll get this game underway. But the teams would get the points if it was not to finish in half.
Yeah, the game isn't being called. They're saying if it was longer. If the game couldn't be played, then it would have been called right now. But if it was before the halftime interval, they would had to been replayed. But since it's behind the halftime interval, the game's still going on. It seems appropriate to happen. Weird year food.
What are your thoughts about how the final should proceed? Should it be a situation, for example, where the AFL says, listen, home and away hasn't worked, it hasn't been in vogue for really 2 years. What will
Appreciate that, young. Yeah, like you said, man, it really helps if y'all subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We do recaps, highlight videos. We also play in the USAFL League. We're actually trying to get our own team going. Once I get more people out, we're going to start filming our practice. We go out every Saturday. We're going to try to make it more often. But yeah, this is my first year watching footy. STEEZ is usually with me. He's out of town right now. Just know I'm one part of a whole. But I definitely appreciate everybody that comes out and watch the games with me. Try to catch as many games as possible. Time difference kind of hard, but y'all really helped me learn about the game. I love the game. I play the game. I try to spread the game. West Coast Eagles all day, every day. All that, man.
I know, but what I'm saying is to get there, there's been all sorts of permutations. I'm not advocating either way. I'm just being a devil's advocate here. I'm putting up suggestions that people are putting out.
Favorite AFL player right now? Wait, hold on. If you're asking me, my favorite player right now is Tom Papley. It was Toby Green, but Toby Green had that little shady elbow, bro, and I don't really support that. But I really have been liking Papley all year. I really like Oscar Allen when they put him at forward, but he's played where we needed him, but Oscar Allen's going to shine in that forward position, so whenever he gets back there, Oscar Allen's going to move back up for me. I chose West Coast because the first. Alright, so how I got into footy to begin with, I saw like fights. So I saw the 2018 Derby against Frio with Andrew Gaff and all that. I was like, oh, this game. I was like, this sport is cool. They just fighting on the field. That shit's crazy. He just knocked somebody out. Okay. And then I saw that they won the grand finals that year, and that was a good game. I watched that game. That was actually one of the first games I watched. The 2018 grand finals against Collingwood. I really like Nick Nack. I like Liam Ryan. So yeah, it's just been West Coast Eagles.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it after the second quarter. The pressure was
And coming into this sport, I had to pick a team.
for the whole game itself.
I wasn't gonna watch a whole season and not pick a team. So yeah, West Coast, man.
Starting to fatigue and starting to drop off.
All right, Sophia, appreciate you stopping by for sure.
But also, once it's all inside their 450, they work so well together.
League on the Footy podcast.
17th in the competition. The Eagles, and their defensive 50 had just been so strong for them for the previous decade. Since, I mean, you've got McGovern back there, historically they've had Brass and some senior core players. Hearn going off really probably upsets the apple cart a little bit, and you've got some youngsters down there at the moment.
Yeah, Tim, everybody's been saying Toby's been a shady player, and I'm starting to see it now, unfortunately. I still think he's a great player, but yeah, that elbow was not really. You knew what you was doing there.
West Coast qualifies for the finals. If they do lose tonight, there is a way in which they could still be turfed out of the finals campaign. So a left hamstring injury. Now the fact that he didn't tear it properly, means potentially they would think that it's at the lower end of the scale, but that still tends to be a 21-day hamstring. They're no certainty to play finals.
Did you see his elbow to Dangerfield?
Surprised that he went on this year, even though he's played exceptionally well. So
The first game this week?
unlikely, but there is a chance that it is his last game of footy. Josh Kennedy's knee injury is
And I know about
they'll have scans
him and
tomorrow to
Bont
assess any structural damage.
a few years ago.
He's probably going to be okay to play banged up in that clash next week. So they take on Fremantle in what will be a Sunday twilight contest. Luke Shuey could return from 3 weeks out with a calf injury. Tom Morass and Liam Ryan also good chances to play after
Oh no, Buddy definitely should have got in trouble too.
against Fremantle. Otherwise, they might fade from contention.
Buddy should. He really should have been suspended the rest of the season for that. But I think if it was any other player but Buddy, it definitely would have been some consequences. But because Buddy is who he is and he's on this road to 1,000 goals, they kind of slipped it under the rug.
Good on the fine print. I'm not so good in the distance these days. So well, you can see there's plenty coming through. I'm getting reports actually from people over in Perth, including the Mousers.
I would like to be a half for it.
So there you go. Good on your mouse. Thanks for that. I'm getting it from everyone at the moment. But storms are still around the place. But look, clearly it's at the stage of the game that if they called it off now, I don't think there would be anybody really putting in a protest. The percentage isn't going to be necessarily a worry, certainly for Melbourne, because they've got the 2 points.
Took a grand to white line fever. He'll do anything and push the shoulders to a limit. And Tim, in a way, I can respect that, but when you you can't hurt other people in that process. I can definitely respect you doing whatever it takes out there to win, but you can't put somebody else's health at jeopardy for that. It's not worth that much. I would say a bit like that.
Doesn't really come into play, does it? Well, let's have a look at what's except for Essendon, of course. Yeah, take that back there for the Bombers. I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Simpson after tonight says that's enough.
Same with Selwood.
To injury and puts a line through the back half. You wouldn't be surprised if he does it. John Longmire sort of did that in the back half when the Swans were dropping off. Let's have a look at tonight. I'm fascinated by Max Gawn and what he can do in this upcoming final series. Jordan, we've watched him closely go head-to-head with Nick Nat, and it's been a real arm wrestle of getting forward, challenging the opposition to defend.
Yeah, what I've liked more specifically inside the contest is ability to get the ball forward. So not those little hits in and under where the opposition can get them, but just smack it forward. But then once the contest and the clearance has been done, then really challenge. We've seen on occasions that Billy been really good defensively. That time there, he let himself down. He was involved in a sling tackle with Neil Bullen, was arguing with the umpire. Max Gawn just saw the opportunity to go forward. So he's had a great game. He's been supported by Jackson really well. He's had a
Lockett. What is Lockett's first name?
With his game tonight as well. 6 goals forward and 2 goals run from clearance. I mean, they've been incredibly proactive. And some of the work that Petrarca and Oliver did on that near wing to us was quite special. So this is the component that they've been missing the last few weeks. Their clearance game's been off for about 6 weeks.
And I reckon throw Harms into that. He's probably had his best game for the year as well. And he's his work rate, so his movement around stoppages, but Draka and Ola are the inside balls. Harms contributes to that as well, but certainly the outside stuff he's really challenging the West Coast Eagles.
Tony Lockett.
All right, boys, let's take a break. We'll come back and see whether this game actually resumes. We'll do that straight after this, but in the meantime, we're heading towards you said 20 minutes. The official rule says 30 minutes from the last lightning, and we'll see what happens from there. A few people have decided to do what you said about Adam Simpson, pull the pin and go home. Says he might be over there for the West Coast Eagles, but well, there's hope, there's life. There's no doubt about it. We'll be back after this.
Tony Lockett, all-time leading goal scorer. Alexa Mid, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, I don't know that language. I don't think this has a translator or anything either. I wish I could respond, but I can't respond to what I don't understand.
Yep. I remember I gave it all back and then some. Have you ever got carried away?
This guy has an awesome beard. He does. A lot of footy players don't have beards like that. I'm trying to grow a beard myself, and it's not going too well, but goddamn. There's not too many bearded players like I would expect. Hello from Russia. Hey, hello from Russia. I'm in America. I appreciate you coming out, man. I appreciate the support worldwide, man. That's crazy. Never thought I would reach out to somebody from Russia. What a legend he was. Missed 100 games in his career due to injury and suspension. They love mullets. A lot of mullets. Mullets are making a comeback in America, too. But y'all definitely are ahead of us on that. Poor Peter Cameron. He used to be a lot more violent. Rob, you talking about the lead overall? And I imagine so. Last stream we was talking about some rules changes. Like sliding into a tackle used to be allowed. From New Zealand. Appreciate the love, man. Worldwide. We're reaching everybody, man. This is great. Mullets never really went away. Rob, do you think it was better when it was more violent? Do you like the game now? Do you think the game now is more skill based and the game back then relied more on players actually being tough and physical? New Zealand should have a team. That would be dope. I think footy could be an Australian sport. I mean, that was the just goofiest shit I ever said. I said footy should be an Australian sport. I meant Olympic sport. I would like to see the gap between Aussie players and the rest of the world. Suburban football is very violent. Hey, when I come out there, whenever COVID lets up, I'm gonna try to make it out there. When I go play local footy, I don't want to be having to get in fights with the Aussie people, man. I ain't trying to get jumped by nobody. I'm gonna stand up for myself, though.
The other part to this, and I'll bring John Ralphie, is that what it is basically on a 10 until 60 minutes. And then is they look at it every 10 minutes and they'll push back another 10 until there's what we said at the start was pretty much it. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then 10 by 10 as they go. But the word coming through from the AFL is that they hope to restart this at 10:55, and it's 10:48 now. So 7 minutes to start. West Coast Eagles, they don't look that interested in running out.
They're not saying 10 minutes. They got the genes of it.
Yeah. Ralphie, what's your mail, mate?
That's right, I've just spoken to the AFL, yes, and the game will recommence in 7 minutes' time. And there was some confusion
So-
about whether after the final storm, whether it would have been a 30 minutes or 60 minutes before the
How tall is 190 centimeters
lost the game under these circumstances.
in American terms?
The rules is in regards to if the game doesn't finish.
Yeah, I feel so bad I don't know this, bro. I'm gonna educate myself on
So look, let's hope that no one in this
how everybody else in the world measures people.
That's the last thing we need. But it has happened before. It happened in a GWS Sydney game in 2004. It's happened in the women's game 3 years ago. So look, it's not unforeseen. Certainly there has been some confusion about the rules, but the very
6-3.
solid and positive news is we're going to start this game getting 5 minutes.
Well, the D's are out there ready to go. They're thinking, right, okay, let's fix them right up. We're on top of this game, and let's get going. So Maxie Gorn out there, revving up his troops, having a bit of a laugh at the same
That's
time.
all
You may as well take it on and enjoy it.
Well, they stayed on the tarmac for 8 hours last week, and then the game was rescheduled back to Melbourne. They go over to Perth and spent a week in quarantine, and then had the game postponed midway through the fourth term. So, in a funny sort of season, a funny sort of world, the players are getting used to being knocked around a bit.
What's the last person that I'm sending out there is Max Gorn.
Yeah.
I'm putting him on the bench the rest of the game, mate. I don't care whether this goes down to under a goal. The result is nearly irrelevant for Melbourne. I don't want to lose a star, a bloke that could change the course of the final series.
In the meantime, Richmond and Essendon supporters are saying, come on, Demons, fix them right up and get the percentage down. Let's go back
I've
to
heard in the
Matthew Rees,
1800s.
The 21st century's Rob Gell, who's over there in Perth at the moment. What's going on, mate? The last time I asked you what the weather was like, he said, it's dry, it's all cool. I'll give it another crack.
Yeah, look, nothing's changed.
Ja
It's
Rule.
beautiful out here in Perth. That's what we're talking about. Both teams have headed back out to the field to play.
I'm supposed to use all day, every day, Ghost.
About 5 or 6 minutes ago, saying that the players have recommenced at 8:50 local time.
The game was stopped due to lightning. So lightning struck within 10 kilometers of the grounds.
Players are back out there, and the game will recommence very, very shortly.
Very much so. The winds, we just saw the shot of the flags up to 45 kilometres an hour. We're getting on our weather maps here. I mean, clearly it's
Okay, everybody keeps saying emu,
what are the conditions like?
and I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it, Pep. I'll come back to you. Game on.
And I thought context clues would fill me in, but I'm getting more and more confused the more y'all say emu. Cheers.
Encouraged by Gaff there to get to the contest and cause a spillage.
Ball held into Witherden.
So that Lewis currently on the bench, so
Look up the emu more.
Gone to the back. Oliver. Petrarca. Misses.
I was about to say, if they just come back scoring on us, this game is definitely over. They should have just called it, but
work by Maxi Gorn to get it out the back. Look at that combination. Gorn, Oliver,
large flightless bird, like an ostrich.
There's Nelson. To Kelly. Tim Kelly.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Yeah, they got Nat Lewis straight on.
Right, you're not telling me that Australia went to war with birds and lost twice, bro.
Yo again. Allen confronted. Head on. Nice little tap on there by Nat Nui. Grips. Back heel Allen. Finally they get boot on ball. Advance. Kennedy's going to work that courageously.
Yeah, the game just came back on. It was delayed for like 30 minutes or something because of lightning. But we're back. I'm gonna look it up another time. I might look it up at a halftime on another game or something. But I'm not about to look it up right now, bro.
So Kennedy around the corner with the left foot. Not a bad looking ball. So that's the start. The air is needed. So Brisbane.
There we go, bro. That's what the fuck we need.
Don't worry about the knee.
Yeah, for sure. Do that, man. I'll definitely watch it later, though.
On the bench, they got him on immediately. He's fresh as a daisy after half an hour rest, and he got involved in that passage of play as soon as he came on.
We can win.
Find something now. He had a quiet third quarter.
The whole momentum of the game just changed, bro. It just was like a whole nother halftime. So we might catch a second breath. It definitely depends on how we come out. We just had a good start. So
Adam Simpson and putting his star young forward in the front half of the ground.
They need every bit of firepower they have.
hopefully we can capitalize off this. Hopefully we can get a nice little run going.
It'll be very, very hard. And
We can do 5 goals, bro. We can have 5 goals.
Melbourne nervous. Angus Brayshaw slides in, takes a good mark. Steers it wide, 4 gone, all French.
Oh, I seen the way Kennedy used to kick.
Neil Bullen.
Are you talking about? I know. This is my first season watching, so I'm not sure. But I think he had like a little gallop or something.
Oliver pick up magnificent.
Oh, it was kind of weird if I'm thinking of what you're thinking of. But at the beginning of the season, I always thought Kennedy's kick was kind of strange. His set shot.
there you go. The first goal, JB, took 30 seconds to kick.
Little Jackson.
Just sort of got a bit caught in between there, Elliot. I wasn't sure what he was doing. And then got worried about Jackson's height.
To take some wind out of the West Coast sails. Missed it.
As long as Melbourne keeps on missing, bro, we might have a chance.
It's been up till tonight, isn't it?
All he had to do was wait for the signal, wasn't it? You've got to wait for the signal, not the actual waving of the flags, just the signal. Now, it's been cut off here by Danberg.
Yeah, I know it's kind of strange now, so I can't imagine at the beginning of his career.
Vandenberg now looking for Brown. They trying to drag him down. Little ball low. Sparrow, Sheed. Farmed the handball beautifully to Gaff. Gaff's kick will be cut off, although Darling keeping it alive. Back to Gaff, and he wins himself a fresh off.
Langdon. Medical sub. Allen, sliding mark.
Looks lively, isn't he? Like he wants to take his opportunity in this part of the ground.
Penetrating ball doesn't quite get to Kennedy. Penny came back and broke it up. Ball in, right end of the ground for the West Coast Eagles.
New Zealand World Cup and RC rules.
Another one here makes it interesting. Redden, Sheed. Couple of Melbourne players fight for the ball. Bowie around the body. Jackson speculates with the handball. West Coast well represented behind the footy.
Nelson. Oliver. Bowie. And Langdon all combining here to force the ball back down the wing. Spargo. With the free here. So 11 minutes remaining in the game. Spargo wide to Fritsch. Outside 5. Play on. Fritsch has got the overlap runner here. Langdon and Mendon from the boundary line. High footy. One-on-one. McGovern. Melcham in front. Undersized he was. Did well in the battle. Sheed gave it to Nelson, who was pinned in the middle. Well tackle.
And well done, Jake Melcham.
that. And the kick won't work though, Eddie. Read it. Very well indeed. So Melbourne controlling things as you would think they would do as one of the top teams in the competition this year. They've soaked up all the pressure and handled it pretty well.
Dusty does seem like an interesting person to chill with.
He's got the head of that, no Warner at the back. Now Rivers. Run down tackle by Petrocelli. They need to move and go quickly.
Well, he's the speed in their team, isn't he, Petrocelli? He's the one that can run down tackles.
Absolutely he can. High 40 Allen to compete here. Leader got a piece of it as well and thrust it to the boundary line.
Stick with that kick to Oscar Allen's advantage there. Took it straight to his opponent who had actually dropped off him. So you can see the break came at the right time for the Eagles. Can they capitalise here? To the back. Bowie gets it and gives to Salem. Off a step. It's Shepard. To pump. West Coast back inside 50. Nat Newey. Beautiful. Low penetrating ball from Shepard. Nick Nat. It's a good ball from Shepard.
But we know Max Gawn loves to get back into the hole, but this is the best way to expose that. Get back with him and then try and get used on the way through.
For the first two since the restart. Bang.
Okay, it's still possible, bro.
Close to the knife for Nick Nat Newey. Have a look at Nick Nat.
We just 4 goals behind.
Shepard. Didn't wait for him to move. He just put it perfectly into space, which is what you want.
We just gotta be able to stop him on defense, bro. We just gotta get some stops on defense. Get a good counter attack and capitalize. Easy.
What a terrific set play by the West Coast Eagles. They knew Max Gawn gets back there to help out their defence, so just lower that kick a little bit, Shepard, just to put it out in front of Nick Nat Newey. A terrific mark and finish from Nick Nat. Keeps him alive.
He put it out in front just enough to give Nick Nat that chance to have 2 or 3 steps and jump. When you're his size and can jump at it, you're going to mark it.
9 minutes, 24 points. Here they go. Got a good chance. They've got the centre clearance to go with that. And now an entry. Allen was there and well. So it's in a dangerous
Let's
position.
go, come on. Ah, get the ball, bro. Good shit, let's go. Not that, anything but that.
Sends it down the line and it'll probably run out of territories. Brown helps it over.
Played that well, Ben Brown. He knew he didn't have any support around him and he needed to wait for the troops to arrive and played that stop his really well.
Possession to Bowie.
Sorry, he's quick too.
Lively. Tough team to get a game in, and he's going to hang on to his spot the way he's going. Free kick.
Appreciate that, Trevor.
He'll want to go quick, he does. They enter forward 50.
You trying to turn up over here, man.
Kennedy
Still missing the partner, STEEZ, man. He'll be here next week. He on holiday night right now.
Just in front so they can run athletically, jump at it, Allen and Kennedy. Giving themselves a chance here though, the Eagles. Varney, Cripps, clever tap. Clean gap, did a good one for him. Neil Bullock towards the boundary line. Just goes over the line. So we'll throw it in here. 7 3/4 minutes remaining. 24-point margin still in that forward end here. The West Coast Eagles, Angus Brayshaw looking a little ginger. Varney pushed out of the way by Gawn, just banged it on the boot. Advanced it to half-forward. Brown against a couple. Edwards. One at ground level. Advantage paid. Redden now. The government says no.
Steven, he actually has a friend that's getting married soon, and they're having like a wedding dinner. Everybody was getting to know each other. Family was meeting and stuff like that. So he's out there doing that.
Rivers there as well.
Elliot Yeo was on the outside then, demanding the footy. Elements within his rights to have a win. Maybe the slip, the very last moment, lost affected his thinking.
Steven, you funny as shit.
So time is becoming a huge factor now for the West Coast Eagles. Themselves a chance at a stoppage.
Yeah, you can sense Melbourne are happy just to close the game down, keep on side of the ground, and forcing West Coast to take all the risks in the game.
A lot of teams hoping that West Coast don't get hold of another 4 premiership points, and it's certainly looking like the Demons at this stage. Teams below would be happy about that. Yo, Redden, around the corner here, high ball might have been Luke Edwards. Very high and levering in, almost spotting his own man in Rivers.
So what mark is it? Clock continues to tick. Rivers. Government held in that marking contest, so they'll get the opportunity to pound it back in again here. Short one again. No one ahead of him. Long high ball, almost Kennedy. Here's Bowie. Look out! Run down! Holding the ball! Advantage taken goal!
Good shit. Right, two more, or 3 more.
Kicks his first goal in AFL footy and breathes life into this game for his club.
Get out the back. Don't let that happen very often. This Melbourne defence. Yeah, glad that went through, taking the advantage.
Interesting to do all that.
The slip has not come off. Tim Kelly made a great tackle.
You just see the work put in here by the West Coast defenders. He just did a Jake Lever, making sure that he can't come in. Oscar Elmer grips him down so he can't jump 13. Get the ball to Green. It gives him an opportunity inside 50. That's one part of the game they've done well. He stopped their intercept markers today.
Even Darling's lead that went up through 50. Drake, one of the defenders out in Petty. Always the maze.
Good shit. Let's go. We need to catch marks off those, bro. If we had a good mark target in there.
This team has got some around the corner.
Ah,
By that.
come on.
When they're allowed on their own initiative to take them on one-on-one when it becomes the only option. It is all West Coast at the moment, literally.
We gotta capitalize on every single one of those, bro.
5 minutes to do it. That's the go-to at the
Let's go. Good shit.
McGovern, a good mark.
Alright, you don't gotta act like a bitch, bro. No one's gonna be no 50. We can win this shit.
Huge momentum now with West Coast. Low one.
But we be kicking to nothing, bro.
Corner.
They just be kicking into the contest. Do some work. Get open, bro.
Easy disposal winner for Melbourne and a great interceptor.
This is why we've been getting our ass beat. You just trying to make something out of nothing.
His corner is gone. That's continuing to count up that clock. 52 minutes. With the 29-minute break that we had in this quarter.
Oh my god, bro.
Look at this. They've set up the wall. They're doing all
Kick to a target, bro. An individual target.
We've got just under 5 minutes remaining.
Look, again, just to a crowd of fucking people. You're not gonna win like that.
Round the corner. Who can get on the end of this? Harms his pin. Just got rid of it in the nick of time. Melbourne under real pressure at the moment. Then Pickett's caught here. Coughed it up. What about the pressure there from the Eagles? Where was this before?
Oh my god, bro.
All their numbers back.
Why are we all not learned?
Wanting to get some
There was so many open targets, and you just kick to the big crowd of people. And we have so many people that can kick good on our team.
Just want to slow the game down, Ben Brown, suck the energy out of the crowd in the game.
He'll do likewise. Long down the line ball. Spargo put behind. Cole wants to take it on.
See, keep it moving. Run out of that shit.
Where's he going with this one? It just had too much heat.
You gotta hit the targets, though, bro.
Fans it sideways and finds Salem.
Happy to use it, Salem. The right thing to do. When an Melbourne player that gets a mark or free kick. Salem a good kick, and now gives Jackson another few seconds to dispose of the footy. How impressive is he? 20 up to 20 now, Jackson. Yeah, big sets of big moments tonight. Very, very impressive. The year, in fact, McGovern told to go. Yo, sprints out of defence. Big ball forward. Jets kicked to a great spot for Cripps. Salem got an important hand there. Now Lever slipped over. Allowed Cripps to go and get a little kick around the corner. Allen to play on. Does he? He would have been thinking a little about the clock. 2 minutes 42 remaining. This to get it to a 10-point margin.
Just playing on every occasion now, West Coast. They take it for test the mark. They're playing on any part of the game. It's quite refreshing. It's something that I think they should continue with.
It's very refreshing. Allen with a 30-metre kick, and he has missed.
That goes through. And Melbourne really start to get twitchy. Got to turn this footy over. They will thump it along. Brown had gone in the air and out. 2 minutes left. Lightning delay. 30 minutes the players are in the rooms. And it's the West Coast Eagles that have come out with all the steam. To the front, Yo. Tumbles it forward. They'll get a forward 50 stoppage.
Yo's back to his best.
I think West Coast won't want his repeat stoppage as well. They're trying just to sweat on the back of West Coast.
I'm not kicking like that.
So Melbourne looking for win number 15. Take 14 clearances of it.
This is well, I guess it doesn't make a difference for Melbourne, but
15 wins goes a draw as well.
they secured their number 1 spot. Well, not secured it, but they definitely are back in the number 1 spot.
Touch by Neil Bullock. May able to sock the footy gap. He's got a couple on. Worked out which was the best. Cole with a little bit more time. High footy. Minute 34 left. Got to score now. Now Darling has taken the mark. Just needs to get up and kick the goal. No messing around. Plays on. Kicks around the corner. Goals it. They're back within 9 points.
They just didn't fucking want it, man.
So they've kicked all 4 last quarter goals here. The Eagles.
They just didn't fucking want it. This game was definitely within reach, bro.
Well, this becomes the biggest centre square bounce of the game, clearly. I mean, it has to be won by the Eagles and get it inside 50. Melbourne can just contain it, maybe create a secondary stoppage. It might be their opportunity just to close the game down.
Look at that. All going one way. Huge here. Gordon that knew it. Yo with a little boot in. Oh, but brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And if this mark's taken, they can take all the time out. Clayton Oliver just superb. Into the pocket. Desire Pickett couldn't hang on.
We're playing like a bottom comp. I mean, a bottom team in the comp. bottom side, if you will. Only having one good quarter, bro. You want to know the difference? It's not raining anymore, or it's very light. Just fucking talk. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, bro. Yeah, as soon as it started raining earlier, I was like, damn, this game probably is over. And 30-minute delay after a lightning strike later, it definitely is, bro. That's just crazy. I only lost by 9 points, bro. This win definitely hurt. I mean, this loss definitely hurts, bro. This win for fucking Melbourne. Melbourne back in the #1 spot. They are fucking STEEZ. Yep. We just gotta get our one win against. Hopefully, we can get a win against Frio next week. I'm not really confident about getting a win against Brisbane, week 23. So I know he'll drive on the line now. Probably. Alright, let's be realistic. West Coast doesn't play at their full potential unless the conditions are perfect. And it was raining earlier. This is our biggest downfall, bro. Shit, I'll be looking out for you, Steven. Can't believe we lost, man. I appreciate everybody coming and watching the game with me, though. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're almost to 1,000. Appreciate all the love and support. Kelly was down by the evening.
Thanks, BT. Maxi, 59 minutes, the last quarter. Absolutely bizarre, wasn't it?
She just is good. Yeah, we definitely had opportunities to win. We gave up 3 easy goals. Who was it that hit the goal right into the post off for easy? Like you were running in the pocket, wide open. But take care, brother. Go Bombers. Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate you coming out. Bombers might have a chance, bro. West Coast, we might drop out of the finals. Like I said, it might save us some embarrassment. I don't think we're ready. Especially if we're not at home. We might get the advantage, though, because Perth seems to be the only place where fans are allowed, so if we get that advantage of playing at home, we might have some type of finals chance, but I ain't getting my hopes up. What are you doing your last round? I don't know what you mean by that, Rob.
He works really hard.
Go Bombers.
Right up against one of his idols today
See you next week. Professional highlights.
Took some shot marks.
Appreciate that, Young.
Well worth the quarantine, well worth the flights. 4 points got
Some
over.
really
So next week,
good
yeah,
start.
good luck with that.
Last round tips. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they got the game away. Now they've got to get the flight out.
I'm not sure. I gotta look up all the games. Probably in the recap or something like that. But yeah, I'm about to get off. It is now 9:20 a.m. for me, so I'm about to get my day started and everything. Give me something to eat. Like I said, appreciate everybody coming out. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Highlights and recaps during the week. Hey, y'all know we be live on the weekends. Catch y'all next time, man. Appreciate it.